guys, Yuliya here. So today I will be planting one of my favorite perennials, which is Hellebores. And Hellebores are not only beautiful, they are incredibly drought resistant, shade tolerant, deer resistant. They don't really get any sort of insect problem at all. And they're really easy to take care of, and once you plant them in one spot, they kind of stay there for years and years and years. So I have this cherry tree on the side of our house, and it is kind of like a dappled shade, which is a perfect location for Hellebores. And I started my collection like 5 years ago, and I do have some in the backyard that are like 10 years old, and I really want to expand my collection because they're one of those few perennials that bloom really early, pretty much like in the winter. Some of them start blooming January if you have mild winter. In my area, which is zone 6, my hellebores start to bloom around February time. So also this particular area I look at from our kitchen window when I do my dishes, on when Mike does dishes. Actually, Mike does most of the dishes in our house because he likes to. So anyway, I will show you how to plant these and like what is the logic behind planting them a certain way. So let's get started. Now I will be planting 5 hellebores in this area, and this is a beautiful hellebores called Dorothy's Dawn, and it says on the label that they grow to 24 inches wide and 24 inches tall, and it also says that you have to plant them 24 inches apart. Now when it says that on the label, it means that you have to plant them 24 inches apart on center of the plant, and it means from the middle of one plant to the middle of another plant. It is a common misconception that the distance is from the edge of the plant to the edge of another plant, but it's actually from the middle of a plant to another middle of the plant. Also, that means that this plant has to be planted 24 inches on center apart from any existing plants in this area. So for example, I have this beautiful lighter blooming hellebores in the area, so I have to plant it 24 inches apart from that hellebores on center. So I'm going to go ahead and get started planting. I love to use this size shovel. It's a little bit smaller shovel than your regular size, but I find it useful with smaller size perennials and smaller size shrubs because it's kind of easier on your back and it's not that heavy to lift. I will dig a hole a little bit bigger than the pot, and I will amend it with some compost. Although hellebores are not that fussy about the soil they're in, I always amend whenever I plant because I heard that somebody said, I don't know who, that it's better to plant a 10-cent plant in a $5 hole than the other way around. So I always try to follow that advice. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. planted and I love them. They're so pretty. I can't wait to enjoy them for years to come. So one thing about Hellebores, they actually do not like to be moved or disturbed or divided unless they're like 10 years old or 15 years old. They do produce babies sometimes. You will see seedlings around the mother plant, so those you can actually replant and plant somewhere else. It happened to me a couple of times. The baby plant may not be true to the mother plant because they do hybridize. So you may create your own hybrid and name after yourself. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, post in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. Bye.